Welcome back to City on a Hill Gaming, a tabletop RPG actual play podcast. Let's meet the team.
Hi, I'm Grant, and I'm the GM.
Hi, I'm Peter, and I'm playing Faramond Bahar, Human Paladin.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm playing Ansel, the Inquisitive Rogue.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I am playing Ruach, the Air Genasi Shepherd.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm playing Reepsy Piven, the Satyr Druid.
Hi, I'm William. I'm playing Myastin Zarbrex. I am a Dragonborn wizard.
We hope you enjoy our show.
So we are going to sling attack this first one, and is that more than 30 feet? I'm guessing it is, so we're going disadvantage for the...
45, yeah.
So disadvantage for the
Yes.
distance?
Yes, since it's above, since it's within your max range, but not your normal range.
Hey, that's two good things. So 22 at disadvantage.
Hey, well done. Weird, it's not coming through for me, but yeah.
Sorry, I guess this weird thing rolling from D&D Beyond, the advantage and disadvantage doesn't track.
Oh, okay. That's right. You're doing that rather than rolling in roll 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 22 absolutely hits. 3 damage.
3 bludgeoning.
It is certainly damage. All right, cool.
Love it. And then, I will be chilling here for a minute.
Okay. Ansel.
Well, Ansel's going to... I gotta get the measury thing out. All right. I can hit that from here. I'm going to get out my... I have a short bow. That's neat. Or wait, what is it? Hang on. I haven't... Oh, it is
I
a
like
short
to
bow.
think this is all in character.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Oh,
I have oh wait, hang on. Oh, found the arrows.
Rummaging through the...
No lie, the first time I looked through my equipment, I saw that I had arrows and I didn't see a bow. So that was fun. Which also would be entirely in character.
I like to think that his character sheet actually functions as like an inventory list that like Ansel actually has. It's like I have a crossbow.
And I took this self-evaluation survey, and it says my strength is 0. That's weird.
Oh, I really like to think that that's just how Ansel operates. Oh, it's good stuff.
I want a D&D character sheet templated like a self-evaluation or like some sort of corporate consultant personality evaluation.
Isn't that just Fallout 3?
Maybe. I don't know.
Sure.
Sort of.
A little.
The special system from Fallout definitely has some overtures of that.
Well, you also have to take like an aptitude survey at the beginning of the game. All right. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, it's a.
I guess I will use my short bow. Can I use my insightful fighting against it? So as a bonus action, I can make an insight check against a creature I can see that isn't incapacitated, and they make a deception check.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So,
remind me what deception uses.
Charisma.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
All right, and I roll
17.
And I roll insight.
Yep. You beat it. Absolutely.
All right. That means
you understand what it's about to do.
Good. I can understand it. That means I get a sneak attack regardless.
That's right.
All right. In that case, I'm going to shoot it. Let me see if I can. I'll just click it twice. There's some way to make it roll advantage, but I've forgotten how.
That's fine.
So it's a
24.
20. Yeah, that's a 24 to hit.
That absolutely hits. Actually, the 13 also hits.
Well, that's good to know. All right, there it is. All right. Regular damage.
And lots of sneak attack damage.
Oh, did it do sneak attack automatically?
Yeah.
It did. Okay,
Yep.
ignore the second roll.
Not a problem. So that's 18 damage total.
I
Rogues
shoot
are
it
amazing.
with an arrow.
You see one of the little lights in there, Fairmont, wink out.
Ooh.
It's also the elemental's turn. Fairmont, it sort of starts to move towards you, and then it spends its turn sort of investigating and shocking what looks like the arrowhead from the short bow. The metal arrowhead.
Interesting.
I'm going to take some copper coins out of my pouch and toss them over here.
Okay. You can do that on your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little mixed up on the initiative. You were just describing what I saw, not telling me I could act. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You're the one like right next to it. You can see
Yeah.
it.
No, that makes perfect sense.
But yeah, instead of like it was definitely coming towards you, and then it was like, oh wait, metal. Oh, that's cool. Miaston?
I don't have anything metal to throw, and I'm not close enough. So,
Cart time?
yeah, let's just move the cart again.
That's cool. I do like how you have sort of become the unofficial driver.
And I'm in the back, not even on it. On the...
You just step by. Excuse me.
I assume you're just using Mage Hand or something.
Oh, I
yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
like,
Yeah.
you are a wizard. Like,
Just sitting in the back reading, using a magical third hand to drive the cart.
Yes, I'll take that. So, let's see.
would be horrendously irresponsible if we weren't out in the middle of nowhere.
Can we just move it there? Oh,
That's fine. And then
Well,
I don't think you have permissions to move the other stuff. Let me grab that. I'll
Okay.
just line it all up there, and there you go.
I don't know how far that was, but we moved.
Close enough. All right. Ruok.
Dip-a-ba-boo. Huh.
I mean, Fairmont, if you want to say something, you certainly can. Like you can certainly be like, "Hey guys, hold off on shooting for a second or something like that.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
That makes
like,
a big difference.
Hold your
in what I-
fire for a moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to be clear, you guys can always talk to each other, right? Like,
Okay.
please do not assume that like you can only talk on your turn or anything like that.
Okay, so the whole holding an action thing,
Mhm.
or like preparing an action thing. If I hop off the cart, can I then still prepare an action, or I can't move at all before I do that?
Getting down would be your move action, and then your move, and then your action would be
My held action.
your held action.
Okay, I'm gonna get down to kind of. I guess probably get down is my whole move action. So I'm just gonna go like right there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hold action with I guess guiding bolt if one of them does something aggressive.
Okay.
If he wants to slow down, then I will slow down temporarily.
Sounds good. Pheromond?
Okay. I'm going to metagame ever so slightly and say that Pheromond would know that silver is actually the most conductive coins in his pouch, and take a small handful of those. I'll say 5. Where's my...
Sorry, suddenly having a Final Fantasy like Gil attack flashback here.
And just toss them over here.
Okay.
Wait,
Sounds-
why are we throwing money?
Because they like metal and silver is conductive.
But it's money.
That's why they call it money.
The duck raises an excellent point.
I'd
No.
rather spend
He's got
money
a
than
point.
do violence if I have the choice.
Fair.
All right. Doing anything else?
I'll move this way once I have tossed my distraction over there.
Okay. Sounds good. Reap.
Yeah. Hearing that, and I think Reap gets what Pheromone's going for. So he will wild shape all of his stuff into him and become a where'd he go? Make sure I'm doing the CR correctly. Yes, an ape.
Okay.
Which I don't know if I have a thing for it or not. But...
No. Once you have a couple of these critters, send them to me and I'll add them.
Yeah. Okay. So yes. So I'm wild shaping into an ape and 30 feet with a 30-foot climb speed. I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and just kind of get out front a bit and test this theory of if it attacks non-metal or not.
Indeed.
Because now everything that I have is now magically a part of my body, right?
Yes, indeed. You are, in fact, not wearing anything metal.
Yes.
All right. Ansel.
Ansel is going to... Ansel's going to pull out his one of his daggers and just hold his action. Mostly, he is going to wait to see what the elemental does first.
Okay.
And if necessary, it's probably going to throw the dagger as another distraction.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, sounds good. Quasi-Elemental's turn. The one that you threw money for, Pheromond?
Yeah.
He moves over here and starts sparking happily.
Pheromond kind of smiles to himself a little bit and keeps moving.
This guy actually moves back, and you can see it sparking a little bit over some piece of the wagon. I don't know, maybe one of the metal bits holding it together, maybe some cargo. Hard to tell. The sand is really starting to pick up out here. You're starting to struggle with visibility a little bit. And this one over here is starting to, the one kind of way up on the rocks that you can see is kind of drifting backwards a bit.
Okay.
Maston. Should be noted, you can actually move. You can do a double move, basically, for Littlefoot, kind of, get him to trot along. So that'd be up to 60 feet if you need to.
Okay. Guess we might as well go for that. Seems to be working so far.
Indeed. Go ahead and move Littlefoot, whatever distance you want, and then I'll just line up the cart and everyone else.
Okay, let's see.
And we're going to have to use a little, creative thinking with like cart orientation and that sort of thing. So if y'all just bear with me on that.
We'll just pretend it all works.
Yeah, it works. It's probably turned a little. Don't worry about it. Because if I do this,
hopping on.
actually, I can do that. There we go.
Oh, okay. That's it. In the theater of your mind, rotate the cart 45 degrees.
That's right. There you go.
Love it.
And also actually on the map. So that worked out.
Do we assume Ruok went with it?
I mean,
He's way back there.
Actually, I technically wasn't in the cart anymore. I
He
hopped
got
out.
off the cart.
You hopped down. Yeah.
So that's actually fine. We're good.
Cool. Ruok, speaking of.
Hi, that's me. I'm gonna go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that works. I'm gonna go right here behind Pheromone and keep holding my action.
All right, sounds good.
If they know pushy, Ryan, no pushy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to chuck another handful of silver over here.
Okay. Make me an athletics check, because that's not just a toss. You're having to kind of toss it up this steep bit of...
Oh, okay. Well,
rock.
then, here's probably good.
Yeah, I should probably make it clear. You're kind of going up a slope at this point. and the slope curves up to what your character's left.
Okay, so in that case, he'll take a handful of silver, and if one of these things starts getting aggressive, he'll just toss it away from us.
Chaff.
Yeah.
Expensive chaff.
Yep.
All right. Reap.
Yep. I'm gonna take a dash and with my giant ape, not a giant, but just my ape speed of 60. I'm gonna dash, get up there, and see if that guy gets aggressive before everybody else gets up here.
Right, indeed. So the good news is you can also see around some of the other barriers that are up here.
Oh, okay. For the listener, we had 3 of these. We now have 5 of the original size and 1 that's, I can only assume, is some kind of angry protective mother. Or something.
It is definitely much larger than the other ones.
I'm excited.
Metroid
Nobody tell it what I did.
I won't if you don't.
Did someone hurt my baby?
No, he slipped and fell on an arrow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Reap.
Sweetheart.
Good job
okay.
scouting. Ansel.
Reap, I don't know where you found that, but put it back. We don't want it.
Gee, I wonder where the mother ball lightning is. I think since we're gonna have to pass by the sparky one kind of in front of us, I'm going to take my. Oh wait, I don't have that many daggers. Well,
Ansel's not the bristling knife rogue.
I mean, I have 2. I don't really use.
Yeah, the bristling knife rogue usually has at least 25.
Yeah, but
that's not true. My wife's rogue only had 3 tops.
I'm pretty sure she had at least 4
that you knew of.
Yes. Although
such as
Lambert
the rogue,
was
I
almost
suppose.
as observant as Pharamond, so
yeah.
Oh man. Okay. I guess I should throw. I'm only gonna throw copper pieces. I'm not gonna throw silver.
Still pretty conductive.
Yeah, no, copper is very conductive. But I looked it up, and actually Ansel like flips through his like note of receipts. It was like, oh, that dagger cost me 2 gold. I'm not throwing that. So he's going to get out some copper.
Oh, sweetheart. Okay.
Excellent.
And toss it in this ish direction.
Okay. Sounds good. So over here-ish. Got it. Okay. Elemental's turn then. That one's going to drift over that way. Oh, let me make sure need to be on the right layer. Oh, my bad. This guy's going to keep snacking. This guy's just going to drift. Gaston?
I don't know if I want to leave anybody behind, so I don't know about moving the cart.
You could always hold your action until Ruach gets on.
Sure, let's do that.
Cool.
Hey,
and actually, you could hold it until Ruach and Pharamond to get on, and then, kick Littlefoot in.
Pharamond's probably not going to be getting on right away. He's staying down to kind of do the protective thing.
Yeah. It should be something else I should note real quick. While we move in turns for, the game purposes, remember everything is nominally happening mostly simultaneously. So narratively, you can move the cart along and Ruach's following very close behind and Pharamond's moving around. Like, that's all just happening, right? We break it into turns because we got to do something.
Yeah. Let me just move a little bit. And then,
okay.
But not the full. So I'll just go somewhere up here.
Sounds good. There we go.
Hey, Pharamond, were you talking with that thing earlier?
I was trying to. Didn't have a whole lot to say.
but it had a language.
Yeah.
Can you just yell out the word snacks in its language?
I'm excited.
That's kind of what we're doing.
That's not the worst idea ever.
Unless you're calling us snacks.
Minor details.
They'll figure it out.
Especially if the one who is bristling with armor yells snacks.
Yes. Doing anything else?
Sorry, no. I
Okay.
didn't realize you were waiting on me.
That's okay. Ruak?
I mean, okay, we're here, we're there. I'll get back in the cart and keep holding my action.
All right, sounds good.
Unless
Fairlawn?
getting in the cart takes my action.
No, it doesn't.
1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Using my little bit of extra movement from Ruak here. Chuck a handful of. I'll try copper too. Over here.
Okay. Sounds good. Reap.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep trying this and just keep being the dowsing rod. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Still not seeing anything else.
Oh, and let's go for a run. That's another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And really hoping this quasi-mental does not like the taste of ape.
Cool. Ansel.
Yes.
Oh, it is already my turn again.
It is already your turn.
I will just sit tight and kind of see how things react. Because I think we've already tossed out coins to the ones closest to us, so I'll just sit tight in the cart, and see how things go.
All right, sounds good. Quasi-elemental turn. This one does move back. The one that you guys fed a moment ago burbles happily. And by burbles, I mean sparks dangerously.
Potato.
Yeah,
Hey,
same
look, it's a living arc welder. Okay.
And the one back here stops sparking.
Which one?
The first one you encountered, the one that's hurt. It seems to be done, maybe?
He's finished his meal.
Miaston?
I have concerns. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like we need to keep moving forward. So let's see. Okay. Let's just jump up here beside Fairmont.
Okay. You're going 30 feet?
Yeah.
Cool. So
Armand can kind of scoot over this way a little bit too if you need.
30 feet, and then if... yeah.
I mean, I guess we could jump farther up, but they haven't been fed up there yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I have my action held for.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do that then.
So you guys go there as your first move, or part of your first move, or whatever, right? Are you continuing to move, or do you want to?
Yeah, let's keep going. I forgot about the held
That's
action.
fine. Go ahead and move Littlefoot again.
Somewhere around there. Oops.
Alrighty.
Okay, now audience, in your mind, rotate the cart 90 degrees counterclockwise.
Actually, I think it was more like that. There we go. Cool.
I
All
don't
right.
know what's happening with this, but I like it. I'm excited about it.
No, we should point out that it started out at a 6 o'clock orientation.
Yes.
Oh,
So
and now
basically, you
we've
guys are
rotated to,
now
yeah,
headed
yeah.
northwest, and then the cave is just about within, actually in sight, and almost west northwest of you guys. That's where you guys are headed. Good stuff, Ruak.
I mean, if it ain't broke,
Yeah,
I guess I'm
Fair.
still riding and holding that guiding bolt.
sounds good.
Okay,
Fairmont.
okay, wait. What action does a perception check take?
None really.
Okay.
I mean, it kind of depends on circumstances, but in this case, don't worry about it.
Okay. I make a perception check.
Okay, you're going to make it at disadvantage because unless you're doing something that isn't sight based, because it's
Sandy.
really a sandstorm at this point. You guys
Okay.
are starting to have trouble seeing like the quasi elemental you left behind you.
Okay.
Well, the nat 20 is a good start.
And the 13's not the worst. I can live. The 13 total I can live with.
Yeah. Okay. What are you trying to see?
I just want to see if we're missing anything. If there's anything else
Not really.
other than sand, cave entrance, and quasi-elemental.
No, not really.
Okay. And we seem to have found all the ones in our area.
As near as you can tell. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. GG's then. That's
I
fine.
mean, there's also more cart debris and
Well, fair.
broken wagons and things like that.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, since I'm essentially making, I guess, quote unquote, attacks here by throwing these coins, is I'm going to scoop out a big handful of copper. I'm going to toss a little bit of it over here with my first attack, and I'm going to toss the bulk of it over here with my second one.
Just huck the rest of it,
Yeah.
making it rain.
He just goes
Oh,
full
basically-
Oprah. Just you get a copper. You get a copper. You get a copper.
I'm going to toss like roughly 5 over here and more like 25 over here.
I like that
Sounds
Hansel's
good.
having like a crisis of conscience right now because we're just like,
That works.
They're convenient little metal discs, Ansel. They're not even all that expensive if you think about it.
But they have value within our societal construct.
So does not getting shocked to death by quasi-elementals.
he's not wrong about
I
that.
mean,
Think of it as purchasing like safe passage from these
Safety.
things. Look at it as a toll.
a toll? I can expense that.
I figured that was going to be a thing. Perfect.
That's it for me.
All right. Sounds good. Reap.
Well, if Big Dude didn't seem like he noticed me or cared that I was near him, I will make another 30 to stay a little closer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And just kind of look and see if I can see unless it's too obscured, how safe this cave looks.
I mean, it looks pretty safe. You actually can see in the very edge of the dim light in there, a couple of crates in there.
Nice. Okay, then I will hold there.
Excellent. Ansel.
All right. I will. I guess I'll hold my action and my coins to see what happens, and if I need to, I will throw more.
I love the hesitation.
Okay, sounds good. Quasi-elemental turn. The one back here no longer really matters. I'm not going to worry about it. This guy, don't worry about. This one's still happily snacking away. This guy, I think, is finishing up his meal. The second one you threw money to. Peter, the quasi-elemental next to you, you're wearing metal armor, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Breastplate.
It sort of jerks back and forth between the copper that you threw it and you, and then unfortunately moves towards you. You're just a bigger source of metal. Now the good news is, okay. And unfortunately, it does have advantage because lightning. Does a 13 hit you? I don't think it does.
Nope.
All
Not
right.
even close.
Well, lightning arcs around you, but I don't know. It's still distracted. Something. It hits actually some of the metal fixtures and like bolts and that sort of thing on the cart that you're standing on. It doesn't actually hit you. So that's fortunate.
You're wearing that rubber undersuit, aren't you?
And this guy is going. The big guy is going to drift 15 feet towards the metal that was thrown to it. Miaston.
I guess.
Oh, it has 15-foot reach. I missed that. Oh.
At the moment, it might be a good idea to throw some coins away from Pheromone.
I'll throw coins. I don't think time is on our side. I think we need to get to the cave.
Okay.
You drive. I'll coin.
Okay.
Move
Somewhere
that
around
lizard.
there.
Move
That lizard.
Sounds like either a game show or a bad board game from the 90s.
Yes.
Probably a
don't
bad board
know.
game based on a game show.
I don't know why not both.
Yeah,
Both
I
is
guess the
fine.
board game would be licensed off the TV show.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, probably.
So if it was the 90s, it definitely was both.
Yeah.
All right. You have dashed between the larger and smaller quasi-elementals and are headed really kind of pell-mell towards the cave, which is pretty exciting in the middle of all this sand and blowing wind, all that sort of thing. Unfortunately, I don't really have environmental effects that I can provide for you guys. It would probably play
That's
havoc
okay.
with the recording. Ruach, your turn.
All right. Actually, I would like to hop in initiative with my action.
Go for it.
As we pass by the quasi elemental that was interested in Pheromond, Ansel is going to shed a single tear because I know what's more conductive than silver.
Oh no.
It's gold, and I'm gonna throw like 5 gold pieces back behind the elemental away from Pheromond.
Okay.
Very nice.
That's your action.
Yep.
All right. Are you throwing it for the big one or the small one?
The small one because it was interested in Pheromond. I'm
Right.
gonna try and
Throwing it on the pile with the other copper? Or just kind of chucking it at it?
But past
'Cause I
it.
do like the idea of, just winging gold at your enemies.
I mean, look.
We can wing gold beside our enemies because if they leave, maybe I can go get it later.
Okay. Valid.
Okay. Okay. Question. So actually, when we pass the area where names Pheromond put the first coins and that elemental finished whatever happened there with the coins, were the coins still on the ground?
You really didn't get a good chance to
Okay.
look.
Okay. I'm curious about that now.
Between the brilliant arcing lightning, the sandstorm, and the general, we need to get through all of these.
That all
kind of
checks
thing.
out. Okay.
Yeah, you're not supposed to look directly at arc welds. It's bad for your eyes.
I mean, he's not wrong about that.
He's very, very right about that.
Experience,
Actually.
I've made that mistake. He's that's reasonable. I missed that class in college. That was a lot of fun. Okay, I'm just gonna. I don't know if I can still hold my action and do this, but I'll play off of Ansel's example, and I will also probably like 2 or 3 here. And has anyone thrown? Has anyone thrown any gold towards
Ansel
the biggest
just
of
did.
them? Yes.
Not gold. It was a giant handful of copper.
Okay. I'll also throw a couple gold one direction and a couple gold towards the biggest, towards Mama Elemental.
All right.
No, don't learn my lesson.
You're such a good example.
Sounds good. That'll take your action.
That's fine. The other doesn't seem necessary right now, so we're good.
Fair. Pheromond.
I am going to just attempt to disengage from this thing and move over here.
All right. Not a problem. You actually probably have enough movement to get into the cart if you want to.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and set up
Just-
on this back corner.
Again, don't call it a do this, but just letting you know.
Yeah,
Getting in and out is not hard.
It's that is a logical action at this point because we're getting closer to the cave and might as well I'll just kind of get us in the cart and get in there. So
Indeed. Reap.
Yeah, I'm going to take the next 30 to get in. So take the movement, use the right tool, to move into the cave, and I want to smash one of the crates.
Okay.
Reap smash.
You know what? Just for fun, give me a strength check. And of course, you're using your ape stats.
Yeah, so that is ape stats.
Strength save, technically.
+3. Okay, so strength save.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever this is, it's going to be +4 too. So that would be a 11.
11. It takes you a moment, but yeah, you rip open this crate.
I would just like
ripping it apart.
Just gorilla fist, 2 fists down, just.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It comes apart, and a number of like bolts of cloth and a few other trade goods fall out. You know, just you let me know what's interesting in there.
I'm looking for anything relatively large in metal.
Yeah, actually, there's a really lovely pitcher set, like pitchers and cups.
Okay.
Looks like silver.
Okay. If either on this turn or the next turn, whatever, what my intention is to take that and throw it as far as I can out of the cave as I can.
Gotcha. Probably not this turn since you had to smash the crate open, but next turn, oh yeah, 100%. Go ape.
That's my turn.
Look, I had to get my own in.
Fair. Like, why should the GM be deprived?
That's right. The smaller quasi-elemental that you guys have gotten past that tried to zap Pheromond is now starting to happily spark against all the coinage that you've thrown to it. The large one, unfortunately, finds Pheromond a little more appetizing.
Oh, boy.
Mostly because he's right there. Pheromond, how's a crit?
Yeah, that'll hit me.
Oofta.
All right. 27 lightning damage.
Pheromond yelps a little bit.
Well, you're not the only one. And Miastin, this has chaining coils, which means that the lightning jumps from Pheromond to hit you two. Are either of you wearing metal armor?
Character sheet. Where are you at?
Miastin, I suspect you're not.
He is not. Is studded leather considered metal? Probably, technically.
No, I'm going to say no.
Okay, then no.
Cool. Well, then it doesn't have advantage for these attacks. Ruach, 13?
It would be, just barely no.
Just barely no. Okay.
I'm 14.
And Miastin, that's a 7.
Nope.
That's not going to do it.
Okay.
So it sort of grounds out into the wood, thankfully.
I like you know how you can do like high voltage like artwork in wood, and you know you get kind of like the lightning pattern through it. I like to think that there's like that around the edges of like Pheromond's boots.
Oh
like
yeah,
he
there's a bootleg
picks it up
copy
and there's
of,
like a shocked footprint into the
I was thinking
wood.
Like the kind of thing that you get at like Ren Fairs, like a bootleg copy of Tolkien's maps of Middle Earth, you know, carved with electricity in or wood burned in.
So this doesn't like damage the cart or catch the cart on like fire or something.
Goodness no.
Okay.
I'm just being Pheromond with Yahoo Serious hair right now.
Feel this
There's
moment.
Anybody remember
There's a little
Yahoo
Brock
Serious?
Brown action going on.
Oof.
Feel that right in the back of my jaw, right in my teeth. Ansel says, just completely oblivious to the fact that Pheromond got completely electrocuted and probably felt it a lot more places.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, that's a lot of
That
it's a very long link. I found a nice image and
I'm sorry, what
yeah.
now?
You tried to paste a web encoding of an image in.
I did, and it did
Please
not
don't
go
do
well.
that.
I'm still going to copy
Well,
and try and paste it somewhere.
that's about 73 pages of useless mixed up characters there.
thank goodness we don't have narration on.
Oh, that'd be rough.
Oh, I missed like the last 17 characters when I tried to copy and paste it. No.
All right.
That's a great password, though.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to the cave.
Going to the cave. You all make it to the cave with no further issue. If anybody has any last actions that they want to do before we wrap this up.
Yeah, lay on hands.
I was gonna. Oh, that's cool, Peter.
Throwing all of the silver I can find out of the cave as far as I can get it.
Yeah,
Going to use
so
my entire
Littlefoot-
pool on myself and still not be at max hit points.
Littlefoot dashes into the cave, Miastin at the reins, and a rain of tableware just flies past the wagon. Yeah, just
Actually, wait, no, I'm
fine dishware being yeeted out of a cave at elementals.
I will use either Cure Wounds or Healing Word, whichever does more. Which does more?
Actually, I never adjusted my lay on hands pool level 5, so I actually had more than I thought I did. I'm back to full.
Okay.
So
Let me know if anyone else still needs anything. Your boy got some stuff.
Okay, just for flavor, can one of those crates be a barrel and we could just have him just throw a barrel?
I see absolutely no reason
Make
why
the barrel roll.
just full Donkey Kong.
Yes.
100%.
Love it.
All right. So good job. You guys got past that.
Uh,
You're now in a cave.
Oh, that's not disconcerting at all.
Yes.
Cave has map.
We solved his sandstorm puzzle.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, kind of. Again, it's an opportunity to have some combat without just beating stuff up, so seemed fun. Also, fun fact, quasi-elementals, lightning subtype, originally from the D&D, I think Advanced D&D First Edition Monstrous Manual.
Not Monster Manual.
Not Monster Manual,
Monstrous
Manual from AD&D's Second Edition, I think. They were the lightning quasi-elemental was the only quasi-elemental in the book. The others were not added until Planescape.
Huh. That's kind of wild.
It's very weird. Also, they were surprisingly tough. All of them were like the large one that I had on the map.
Huh.
Pheromone's
certainly
still like
interesting.
twitching a little bit. He's like, I got that weird taste in my mouth.
Yep.
Smelling ozone for a week.
Yeah.
Happens.
And yes, just plain water does damage to them, which is kind of great.
Oh, we could have. Well, I guess we were trying not to find. I was gonna say, like, at some point you could have just like create water or something, but this was
that
probably
would have
better.
done an enormous amount of damage on it because every gallon of water splashed on it does 3 damage.
Oof.
Oh, so you could just do 30, just like create water right above it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Good to know.
It's the one creature that trick actually does something to.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's great.
It occurs to me that we just escaped into a cave, and I think we've established that no one in the party has dark vision.
Correct.
You are correct.
That's accurate.
The good news is there is some light coming in through the cave entrance, and you're in that little entry area. There's some leftovers of crates and a few other crates.
I
in
cast
here.
light on my shepherd staff.
Okay, sounds good. Remind me what the radius of light is, please.
BRB while I remind myself what the radius of light is. No, not lightning. That would be bad. 20-foot radius. And 20. Oh, wait. Bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. It can be colored as I like. I like yellow.
I mean, it gives everyone a real natural tone. If you make it a green light, everyone looks all sickly. It's just not. It's not a good look.
That
So,
would not be
Color correction for yellow is so much easier.
something I should perhaps note. I don't have a pro account for Roll20, but Ryan, it looks like you do.
Si, signore.
So I had not planned on using dynamic lighting, but I set up the map and I was like, oh, dynamic lighting would be really cool in here, right? Get like all the lighting turned on. I turned it on. This map is way too big. And Chrome was just like,
Nope.
no, absolutely not.
I cannot.
I had to restart Chrome entirely in order to turn it off.
Oof, stuff.
Good sir, I refuse.
Yes.
It's
The
So-
first time my entire screen has ever just been taken over by the word no before.
I
What
know,
is
right?
that?
It was bad.
I've
Chrome's
never
just
seen-
like,
So now I know not to make 6,000 by 9,000 pixel maps and turn on dynamic lighting. So
Chrome verbally is just like, excuse me?
I've never seen Chrome use 98% of my CPU before.
I have.
I've never seen a computer like print out a restraining order without me doing anything. I don't know what that's about.
All right. Let's clear the. Yes, I want to clear the turn order list. That's what I said. All right, there we go. You guys are in a cave.
We are. Okay.
All
I'm
right.
going to ask the same question I asked about 15 minutes ago. Ansel, do any of these crates look like they belong to you?
Give me 1 second. I'll take a look. And Ansel, before you turned on the staff, was like halfway out his Junior Scouts Coleman brand tinderbox and was like,
yep,
just about to start trying to make a light happen. Probably was going to go terribly. So let me get all that put back up.
Sorry, I'm suddenly picturing like Williams Sonoma catalog level like glamping gear.
Oof. Oof.
Eddie
Oh,
Bauer
man.
camping gear.
Listen,
Yes.
I need one of those solar charging stations
I mean, look, fair.
Glamping gear.
for my.
Glamour camping.
Oh, I know. I could tell instantly what it meant, but it was just like, oh man.
Yes,
I
as a-
need a solar charging station for my electric kettle.
As an Eagle Scout, it offends me. As somebody married to someone who refuses to go camping unless porcelain's nearby, I kind of get it.
Inside of you, there are two wolves.
One of them wants toiletries.
Inside of
listen,
you, there are
I
two
am
please
a
wolves.
wolf.
listen.
Chief O'Brien apologizes for the transporter accident.
Please listen to the wolf that wants toiletries.
Accurate.
I will investigate the crates to see if there's anything that could link them back to.
Okay, sure. You don't find anything that links it to your company, but it is actually one of your trading partners, oddly enough.
Ooh,
Did they lose a caravan recently?
they didn't hire me to find theirs.
I mean, fair.
In fairness, it kind of seems like a lot of people have lost caravans lately.
That's also accurate.
You
It's become
drove
kind
over
of
the
a
remains
fashionable
of
activity,
an entire
yes.
one, for example, just a moment ago.
That's true.
So, I'm assuming that their logo is like branded into the box or something, like wood burning.
Yeah,
So-
actually, exactly right.
I'm just gonna take one of my business cards and just slide it right into the corner of the box, so it's kind of pinned there, and then we'll just move along. So if anyone comes looking for that,
Great.
yeah,
I'd like everybody to give me perception checks and or nature checks.
Perception and or nature.
Well, let me say, not and.
That's
Perception
fair,
or
fair.
nature. Please pick one.
Oh. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be perception. Boof. Ooh. Yay, natural 20.
We're
Or 24.
rolling hot here.
We feel
Ooh.
this moment.
Looks like Masson double clicked and rolled hot twice. Well done.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay, so all of you who rolled perception, actually all of you, it looks like there are some tracks that lead deeper into the cave.
Do they look recent?
Yes.
Or would I be okay? That answers my question. Fair.
Not like in the past 24 hours, but definitely newer than, say, 3 days, maybe 4.
what kind of tracks?
That's a reasonable
definitely-
question.
Very good question. Looks like human. Also, maybe just one. There's sandy footprints leading into deeper in. The sand, it looks like there's been a fair bit of sand that's blown in here. You can see that it trails off, just as around this bend in the cave that you're in. But it looks like there's boot prints in the sand and some, kind of sand that has kind of stuck to the soles and been tracked deeper in.
It only being
Okay.
one actually worries me a little.
2 questions then.
Mhm. Well, real quick, Maston, the air in here is damp.
It is.
In
It
a
is.
cave in the desert? Oh, okay.
All right. So my questions is booted or barefoot?
Booted.
Okay, I figured. And second, how's Littlefoot doing in this cave?
Fair
I
question.
mean, he's not thrilled, but he's the only one in the party with dark vision, so
That's true too.
All right. I just didn't know if Littlefoot was gonna get twitchy on us being deep in a cave. So as long as they're handling it as well as any other, as long as they're going to be reasonable and agreeable, I think we're fine.
That's a lot to ask.
I'm sure the camel lizard will be reasonable and agreeable at
Yeah,
all times.
this'll be
Don't
fine.
you worry.
I believe you.
he said, dodging stones.
Pating. Well, I think we should maybe peek a little further into this cave.
Master, do you want to mention anything about the air?
I do, but it sounds like I need an Arcana check for it.
No, you made a nature check.
Oh, okay.
That's what allowed you to go, oh, wait a
Oh,
second.
just that it's damp.
Yeah, like the air
yes,
in
I'd
here
like
is
to share that.
humid. All right, go ahead.
Oh,
Okay. I mean, I've got the light source, so
If I need to, I can cast light on something as well. I have a quarter staff I could use or something.
I think one should do. I don't think double light makes it go twice as far.
No, it doesn't.
No.
we'd have to be further. If we end up further apart, that might be helpful.
Yeah. Or
Split the party. Split
or
the...
does-
No, it's fine.
Or does light spread out on like a logarithmic function?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So it's
It's-
not like decibels.
It's as linear as D&D can make it.
That's... Yep, there you go. Okay, I moved forward a little
okay,
bit.
that is an answer. Yep.
Yeah, that is an answer. What see I now? I suppose now that we round a corner.
Yeah. Fair warning, this is going to be a lot of Grant slowly reveals things. So
Bring it.
just to save some time.
Oofda. Okay. Do the parts that seem very cracked in the ground concern me in any way for safety purposes?
No, not really. They're just
Okay.
texture.
Oh, okay. Good.
Those cracks are flavor.
Flavor's
Yeah.
important.
That's where the flavor is. Just give them a lick.
I mean, it is roughly a golden brown color.
Ansel starts to and then thinks better of it.
I'm concerned that you're hearing the GM's voice in character now, but all right.
It's
and taking my
Ansel.
advice. That's
If
real
anybody
bad.
in this party would hear the GM's voice in character, it would be Ansel.
That's fair.
Facts.
That's fair. Ansel's internal narrative breaks the fourth wall. That's canon now.
It is.
Just listen, the longer this goes on, the more Ansel's just going to turn into Will Ferrell from Stranger Than Fiction.
Yeah, all right. You guys gonna keep exploring?
Sure. How do we make Littlefoot follow us? Or are we leaving Littlefoot here because that worries me slightly?
I have an idea that maybe we can bring Littlefoot and the cart just around the bend. So if something or someone were to look in the cave,
They wouldn't
They would-
see Littlefoot.
they wouldn't see a camel lizard and a
giant
whole
camel
stack
lizard,
of
sure.
valuable goods to just be pillaged.
That's fair. All of you just in Roll20 should be able to move Littlefoot around. You all have permissions to move him.
Oop.
Okay, so
Oh,
Littlefoot.
the
was
problem is
here.
we multiples of us tried to do it.
Yes,
I should have
and
seen
then
that coming.
you yeet Littlefoot into the other side of the map.
Littlefoot has been moved by committee.
Sounds
Also, for those curious, Elder Scrolls Online does have a mount called a camel lizard.
Oh, really?
It's not as cute as Littlefoot, so I'm gonna pass, but I googled it out of curiosity to see if camel lizards were an actual thing, and they are in expressly Elder Scrolls Online.
neat.
I believe it's not as cute. I remember what the Silt Striders from Morrowind look like.
Oh yeah, those things were creepy.
Not
I love
useful,
those
but
things so
not
much.
pretty creatures.
I found their noises soothing.
Yeah. Just,
Huh.
just
They're a
snuggle.
wonderful piece of setting design. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong,
absolutely.
They're
Absolutely
snuggly.
massive
All right.
and terrifying.
but snuggly is perhaps not the first word I would use. But
I mean, look,
Well, you're not me. All right.
I am not. No.
Okay, so now that Littlefoot and our
Cart. of
yes,
stuff. Okay.
our inventory has been reasonably secured.
I eat
we should
myself
move.
forward.
I-
Ooh.
Yep.
That's a
You
different
actually
color.
see a patch of fungus growing on the wall
That's not. Hey. Reap.
and the floor.
Reap.
That looks unsanitary.
Does that seem bad to you? This feels like a you question.
Yeah. Reap looks over at you as a giant ape or as an ape,
Oh, right.
shrugs, and
Start signing.
Yes.
kind of walks over and just like looks at it and like, can I make a? Because I'm still me.
Yeah, you're absolutely. Yeah, make
And
it.
I still have intelligence and all that for me.
You have all your skills. You have everything. You just have the
Yeah.
traits and abilities of an ape.
And I can't speak.
It's kind of like. Oh, I didn't realize that. It's kind of like Beast from X-Men if he couldn't talk.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, incredibly intelligent, but furry.
Okay. So this is a nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because random fungus in a cave seems bad to me. Particularly a cave in the here.
For nature.
Damp cave.
Yeah, but why? Again, desert. Oh, is this where they went? That was mostly an out of character question. I'm now convinced, out of character, that that's what happened. That this is where the Oasis went. Oasis? OSI?
All right. That particular form
Oases.
Thank you.
is not like, don't eat it.
But like, we can walk past it, and it's not going to be like.
Yeah, this is not
Aggressive.
like some crazy D&D fungus or anything.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
So
just regular cave fungus, not D&D cave fungus.
Yes.
Writes
So
down D&D cave fungus for the future.
If you lick it, I may have to quickly confer with Ryan about mental effects.
Ansel, no touchy.
You know, and content.
Aw.
So please don't do that.
Please.
Okay.
Reap Ape just kind of looks at it and then
Reap
kind of
Ape.
gives you the wobbly hand with a thumbs up.
No.
Reap Ape. Love it. Is that like Grape
All right.
Ape? Reap Ape.
Reap ape cheap.
Yep.
Reap Ape.
Reap ape chimp.
Yes, there it is. Okay,
You
sure.
got there.
Fine. Why not? We out here.
Excellent. Path narrows a bit.
Okay. I'll stop here now. Once I'm convinced everyone's like following me.
Kind of has bent the other way, frankly.
Working it back around. Okay.
Working back around.
Sure.
Should be noted, you guys are kind of on a downward slope,
I
basically.
don't like that. Okay. Here. Here. There we go. That's the one I wanted.
Pheromond is sticking very close to the point person.
Appreciate it.
All right. One more thing Ansel's going to look at. The edges, like the walls of the cave, do they look like smoothly carved out, or do they look just like naturally formed?
They
Or-
look natural.
Okay, or should I ask someone who might know that? But
They look completely natural to you.
great. So Ansel doesn't ask anyone else for anything.
Perfect. Okay. Sure.
Hang on.
Yeah.
When we get up to here, Pheromond is going to stop and listen intently and see if he can pick anything up.
Do that.
Okay. Give me just a sec.
That seems like a good idea.
Pheromond is very perceptive.
Do the thing.
Yeah, you are. You hear something from up on ahead. It's hard to tell exactly what. Kind of
Pheromond will do the
slight-
thing where
it's
it's like
a slight shuffling sound.
he like
Ooh.
makes a fist and puts his hand up to kind of signal everybody to stop.
Okay.
I can hear some kind of shuffling up there.
With with a little bit of gorilla sign language, Reap will be like, will motion forward, like motion finger over mouth, and kind of scurry fingers. Essentially, what you're going to get is, do you want me to go ahead and go forward and stealthily scout?
Pheromond kind of looks a little concerned, and then kind of reluctantly gives you a thumbs up. And
wait, how high are the ceilings of this cave?
That's a good question.
Oh.
They are in here. They're fairly low in the entryway. They've kind of risen and fallen. On average, probably 15 feet. It's kind of a bit of a wide, tall cavern.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hey guys, I have an idea. I think this cloak can make me a bat. I want to do that.
Okay.
And sneak ahead.
I will already have dropped Wild Shape for this conversation.
Please be careful. I can't protect you in that form.
I can be very quiet when I choose to be.
I can turn into a wolf spider and go with you.
Yeah, I know, right? I love that.
That will.
Oh, thank you so much. That's going to be so very comforting having a giant wolf spider next to me.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
So if we want to do if we want to do the spider and fly thing,
The spider and the fly.
Oh man.
Ansel's Fables.
Ansel's Fables.
Ansel's Fables are very boring, and they're about double entry bookkeeping.
Okay, yeah, I mean, if y'all two want to go do that, that's fine. I'm intrigued.
Because I don't want to send Ansel up by himself. I agree with the Pheromone on that. Like,
what's the worst that could happen?
Oh, sweetheart. Okay.
Oh.
Ansel?
Period.
Okay.
I have concerns. It's fine.
So I will burn
Pheromone
my
produces
second.
a surprisingly thick scroll and unrolls it and like takes a breath like he's going to start to read.
I have to stop asking that question.
Uh-huh. Yes, please.
Yeah, so I will wild shape into a giant wolf spider.
I know, right?
Never going to not shudder at that.
That's a blind sight for 10 feet, dark vision for 60 feet, and a +5 to stealth.
And so how big a wolf spider is this? That's a question.
It's a
I just
medium.
asked. Huh.
Yeah, it's a medium creature.
Okay. All right.
It's the
fine.
size of a
called
person.
giant.
That's fine.
It's about
But
the
I can-
size of a large dog.
But I can wall climb, so I'm running around. I'm running on the ceiling as opposed to the floor.
Imagine
That's
if you
so
were a
much
wolf
worse.
spider the
Oh,
size
okay.
of a Saint Bernard. That's very comforting.
Spider
Just
reap.
I just kind of do the
Spider
tube
reap.
run.
Okay.
I do the tube run where I like run the entirety of the circle.
Something spider reap does.
Oh man, I just did that in Pod Racer the other day.
Yep.
Excellent. All right. Ansel, are you shifting into a bat?
Yes, I think
Okay.
I will have to get out of the bright light first.
That's correct.
Okay, so I will move away from the bright light to about here, and then okay. So to do this, I spread my cloak out and I go bat, and then I just go and then turn into a bat.
Yep. Hold on just 1 second.
Oh. That's
I need to
never
chase
not,
a cat away from a door.
that's never not perfect, and I love it.
Spread your wings and go blah.
Blah,
I don't say blah blah blah.
blah. Humphrey Bogart vampire. Blah,
Sorry, I was-
see?
I'm
Blah.
afraid the mic was picking up the cat trying to rattle the door I was for this room. So,
It's atmosphere.
all right. Reaps. Good. Wild shaped. Ansel, you're flitting around?
Yes, I don't have a cool thing for that.
At the time, I didn't make that for you. I'll have to fix that at some point. Okay, cool. So, Wolf and Bat, or spider and bat. You're gonna proceed onward. The bat, I think, does have dark vision.
I don't have stats for the bat, so I'm going to go with whatever you say is true.
I will look it up real quick.
5thsrd.com or .org, sorry.
Here we can just do this. Grab.
You have blind sight for 60 feet.
Ooh.
Come on.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, I don't know. Something weird's going on.
Bat, here we go.
Blind sight 60 feet, passive perception 11, and it's based on echolocation. So you guys can see a little further. So that's exciting. You see it open out. You guys gonna go forward?
Stealth.
Yes.
Yes.
I will.
Give me some stealth rolls.
Okay. So stealth is Dex, right?
Yes.
Yes, Dex is stealth based. Stealth is Dex based. So it's 3 and 5 is 8.
Proficient? Is your form proficient in it?
16.
Okay, very cool. Ansel,
All right.
just give me your stealth check, and you use the bat's dex. But I'm going to say you have advantage on it because you are tiny.
Okay. Right, so 17 is the high one.
Okay, very cool.
I'm glad that just works as a. All right, I can be very sneaky. Turns into a bat and finds his way around by screaming.
Yes.
Facts.
Okay, y'all going forward?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do me a favor. Stop right at the kind of where that opens up, just for narrative purposes, if you don't mind.
Okay.
40. Okay.
Boop.
There you go. Just because you guys leaping to the end of that probably doesn't make as much sense. All right. So
And I'm up on the ceiling and the wall.
right. You all, the two of you see a larger open cavern. The ceiling here actually opens up to probably 30 feet, kind of sort of slowly doming over this area. And what you see is a large cavern with a depression in the middle of it that has water just sort of at the bottom of it, but not much, like maybe an inch. It looks like it's run dry. Weird. And you also see 6 odd, kind of misshapen, lumpy, whitish figures standing, you would almost say disconsolately at the edge of it, staring at it.
Oh. What kind of creatures?
Lumpy, whitish creatures. I'm trying to think. Reap, give me a nature check. Understand this is going to be a hard one.
That's an 8.
You have no idea. They look vaguely mushroomy.
Ooh.
That's about all you can tell. They are holding some simple tools, a couple of like simple spears. These are not advanced weapons by any stretch of the imagination, like a stone spear, a stone club, a simple stone axe, that kind of thing.
I would like to run up the roof and just get above them and just kind of eyeball them a little bit.
Okay.
Get a closer look.
Sounds good.
So kind of running up around, let's just say here, but on the ceiling above them, and just doing the spider look.
Spider look. Spider look.
Yep. I need to look up one thing real quick. Sorry.
A spider look. Has 8 eyes, lots of looks. He's a spider. Spider look.
Kind of doing the dance back and forth, like quick step to the left, quick step to the right, half quarter turn.
Dodge, parry, thrust. Doing.
Spin a quick web that says fantastic.
A little bit of Charlotte's Web action
Very
here.
good. I like that. Yes.
There we go. Okay. They don't seem to see you.
Just watching.
Yep. They They're just sort of staring. One of them sort of climbs down into the pool, sort of kicks at it. They are silent. And no, give me an insight check, actually. Maybe both of you.
To note, I have private eyes stuck in my head right now. They're watching you.
Spider, we're watching you.
Yeah, it's not great.
That's a 10. Man,
Side space.
I cannot roll for any.
Okay, so that's all right. Just subtract 2 from this.
Okay, that's still quite good.
Yeah.
Why are you subtracting 2?
Because my actual whiz is different because I'm a bat. Or
yes,
does that?
You're basically wild shaped. So. Yeah.
Oh,
20
okay.
words.
Because it said polymorph into bat.
Oh, polymorph. Still think that. Yeah. Okay.
Whatever works for you. I don't know magic. I just stab things and do numbers.
I don't pay attention to spells. I tell you stories. You guys look up stuff. But yeah, either way, Reap, you're more focused on making sure they're not hostile. Ansel, there's a shockingly weird lack of body language going on. Like they're not gesturing, they're not pointing. You see them sort of look, and when they look, they all sort of look in the same direction and then look in another direction all together.
Ooh. Okay.
And they are silent.
I guess I'll still kind of wait by here. I would like to go report back, but I also don't want to just leave Reap in here.
Okay. Well, they're going to stay here until something happens. So
I'll look over and kind of like with one of my 8 legs, just kind of wave in your direction.
and I will like kind of nod back to the cave entrance.
Yeah, and just keep like wave and point. With the sign language equivalent of "it's all good." Go ahead.
Okay. I will go back, and as I approach the rest of our party, you hear this tiny bat squeak out, "Human form," and then
love it. All right. Does
The title
Ansel
of this part
land,
may become human
just for
form.
flavor? Just for flavor purposes, does Ansel land well?
oh heavens no! This is his first time trying this.
Just double checking.
Thump.
Just in a heap.
Marvelous.
Not too loud, but just it just looks so sad.
Thump.
Okay, so you're back.
Whew. All right. There's a big opening just ahead, and a weird group of things. I think they're intelligent-ish. They have tools and stuff, but they're not speaking, and they're right by the water. I don't know. I mean, we could go hang out with them. They seem, like a fun guy.
Oh, I'm upset. I'm so upset. Okay.
Couldn't resist.
Okay.
Well, there you go. You got weird fungus people to probably talk to, knowing you guys. You got a cave. There's some water. That's exciting.
That's never not a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some water full of something with sentient.
And we'll pick that up next time.
Yes. Okay.
Good session.
There are so
Good
many
fun,
things.
like new things.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And a
I'm
whole
going.
ridiculous set of episode titles that came out of this bad boy.
Yeah, I'm going to look up a list of mushrooms so I can think of ways to make puns from their names.
I wish I hadn't said that. Okay. By the way, someone sent me throwing money at the problem on Facebook, so I don't forget to name the episode that. Because that is a great title for the first part of this.
That really is, yeah.
I think the second part's going to be bat and human, but with
don't know.
exclamation
Human-
points.
No, it's bat and then human form.
Okay, but it's not bat form.
No, you
Okay.
just say bat.
With just exclamation points. Okay. Got it. Okay, let's wrap this bad boy up. Wow.
Indeed.
Thank you for listening to City on a Hill Gaming. If you want to hear more, wherever you listen to your podcast, go subscribe. Leave us a rating if you haven't already. Find us on Twitter at City on a Hill Game. More stuff coming in the new year, probably. I've got some things on paper, and by paper I mean I've sent some messages to some people. We'll figure something out. Grant,
Yo.
what do you want to do here?
Right. So,
This
We wanna
both
thank
parts
everyone.
of this will come out in January
right.
for your reference, I
So-
believe.
At that point, by then, we should have made an announcement that Saving the Game is going to be ending after January. We've been going for 8.5 years, and we've just kind of, there's a bunch of reasons, some mental health stuff that for all three of us, just we need to step away. And just the fact that we've kind of done as much as we feel we can after 8.5 years of podcasting. So thank you to everyone who's been supporting us and joining us and all that. That's been delightful. You will be able to find all of our past episodes at stgcast.org. We've got enough saved up to keep that on, for like 6 years. So go there. And yeah, so that's a thing.
And hey, if you're interested, and you should be, like he said, go listen to the backlog. There is
Indeed.
literally 8.5 years of good content there. So
Indeed.
So
And it
go
should be
check
pointed
that
out, we're going to do some like farewell episode, and I suggest you listen to the farewell episode because we're going to call out a bunch of other resources like ours. So definitely give that a listen. Check the show notes
Yeah.
for that one.
love it. Okay. Thank you guys for listening. Have a blessed day. Thanks for listening to City on the Hill Gaming. For more information, you can find us online at cityonthehillgaming.com, email us at cityonthehillgaming@gmail.com, or find us on Twitter at cityonthehillgame. For more information on saving the game, you can find Peter, Grant, and Jenny at stgcast.org or at Saving the Game on Twitter. Thanks, and have a blessed day. Thanks as always to our Patreon backers, Andrew, Christina, Joanne, Ashley, and Tony. We really appreciate you guys.